Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to follow up to Mr. Blackwell, I have a concern that I'd like you to address on the record here today, and that's recently reading in the New York Times on March 5th that the Senate Small Business Committee launched an investigation into a shortfall at the National Veterans Business Development Corporation. Can you please tell us why your organization is being investigated? One. Two, why did your organization receive only $1.5 million in funding last year? And three, how do you expect to run your program efficiently and effectively on only $1.5 million?
Let me start with the latter. The simple facts are there are 4.2 million veteran companies in the United States. I can't even send them a stamped envelope, let alone provide a service if I were to just be chartered to support them. Secondarily, we're very concerned, obviously, because $1.5 million does not go very far when you start talking about serving a nation. To your first question, the real issue is we're not terribly sure why they're doing that. We've provided and been in compliance with Senator Kerry and Senator Snowe and given them information on our 2007 activities in the annual report, our audit, and all the other materials they've asked for, including our strategic plan from 2008 to 2012. We are more than happy to work with them and to resolve this issue because our staff of 3, which is literally 50% of where we were 6 months ago, has a very deep commitment, along with our board, to supplying veteran services across the country. It's very, very, very difficult to do that when you're talking about over 600,000 young men and women who have served our country nobly, who have come back recently from Iraq and Afghanistan.
Just as a follow-up, so why did your organization receive only $1.5 million in funding last year?
Well, the Public Law 106-50 is out of authorization in 2004, and thanks to Congress, we've been able to apply for and receive appropriations in 05, 06, 07, and in 08. And those numbers decrease. We're very grateful for Congress to keeping our veteran entrepreneurship hopes alive through this organization. We had approved in the House $2.5 million, as you may know. It went to the Senate, and out of conference it came back at 1.41. So we were very disappointed. To the chairwoman's comment, we would have been able to give a lot more grants this year had we been given the 2.5 out of the Senate. So it's very disconcerting to the board and to the professional leadership that dollars are decreasing at a time when demand is increasing.
My final question is to Ms. Sanderson. Ms. Sanderson, women's business centers have faced reductions across the board due to inadequate budget resources. Can you tell this committee in detail how this has impacted your center? And, you know, this is a major concern. I think the fastest growth in small business is taking place in women-owned businesses across the board. And the type of supports that we believe is required has not been stated explicitly here today. We also want to acknowledge the overlap that is taking place. In other words, women veterans. You know, what type of attention are they being given in the entrepreneurial sphere as well? So if you could just address that for us.
Yes, thank you for the question. Specifically regarding women's veterans, we had a focus group with all of our local veteran leaders. We've got a leader on our board of directors who's currently employed with the county in Western New York. And so we do a lot of really strategic thinking about how we reach out to these special groups. And last year, the Women's Business Center received more funding than it had in the past. We were up to 13 from 12.8. And for my particular program and the program that I run, we have a sustainability plan and a strategic plan that really forces us to look strategically at our resources and to creatively come up with diversified streams of revenue. It's the only way that we're going to sustain the organization. And I think that that's really important for women's business centers. I think it should be part of the RFP that in year 3 of their 5-year grant, they should put a sustainability plan together, because that's what we did. And it actually preceded our strategic plan, which called for us partnering with corporations and foundations and individuals, as well as defining the needs and designing programs that met the needs, did not duplicate, but collaborated with other resource partners, and charged a fair price for the products and services that we're delivering. And specifically for the socioeconomically disadvantaged and the inner city clients that we serve, we scholarship them into our programs, because that we believe that is core to our mission and is one of our core values. Thank you for the question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I noticed Mr. Prakish taking some notes there. I think that is an important component, the sustainability of these technical assistance and development centers within our communities. Because, the economic times change, and certainly I think, Mr. Blackwell, you may be seeing some of that in terms of your expectations. It is really important that we, think outside the box and look at how we can leverage what we're receiving. We expect that the dollars that we are able to appropriate to you, that they're maximized on and they're not diluted, which is one of the issues and concerns that our chairwoman has. At the same time, we got to think smart, and we got to be able to leverage this for the future of our economy. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.